Arrest warrant lifted for Mavado. Dancehall artist David Mavado Brooks can breathe a sigh of relief after a warrant that was issued for his arrest was dropped on Wednesday morning. The entertainer, who returned to Jamaica on Tuesday night after almost a decade of being away, met with the police in the presence of his attorney to discuss a matter stemming from a 2018 incident where he was wanted for assault occasioning actual bodily harm. The St. Andrew North Police met with Mr. David Brooks and his attorney, and based on the information at hand, the circumstances that matters has been closed, Superintendent of Police Ronnie Sweeney said in a statement to reporters. The warrant was reportedly issued on June 9, 2018, based on a complaint by Anthony Goldburn. Reporters understand that the complaint was made by Goldburn after he was arrested and charged for allegedly shooting at the entertainer. Superintendent Randy Sweeney also confirmed the update. I can confirm that the matter has been closed. That warrant was a warrant on information. It's not a court warrant per se. It's not a warrant that was issued by the court, but a warrant that was signed off by a JP after the police provided information to the JP. That warrant of information is no longer in effect. Manchester farmer in deadly vegetable dispute charged with murder. A Manchester farmer has been charged with murder and wounded with intent after allegedly stabbing a man to death over non-payment of Popjoy. Charged is 48-year-old Clyde Williams. Dead is 21-year-old Ryan Williams, a higgler of Herwatch district in Manchester. According to police reports, about 5:30 p.m., Williams was standing along the roadway with another higgler when Clyde approached him. A dispute then developed between the man and Clyde, which escalated into a quarrel. Reporters were told that the altercation started over non-payment of vegetable. It is alleged that Clyde then used a knife to stab the man. In an attempt to quell the attack, Williams intervened and was stabbed in the chest. Both injured men were assisted to hospital, where Williams was pronounced dead and the other was treated and admitted. On Monday, Clyde was apprehended by the police during an operation conducted at his home and was subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. 64-year-old man shot and injured by a masked attacker in St. Catherine. A 64-year-old man was shot and injured in Quebec District, Old Harbour, St. Catherine on Tuesday night after being attacked by a masked man. Reports are that about 6:45 p.m., the complainant disembarked a taxi and entered a business establishment along the Quebec Main Road. While inside, he was reportedly pounced upon by a gunman who was wearing a mask. Reports state that the attacker fired shots injuring the 64-year-old man in the upper body. His attacker escaped on foot, while the injured man was assisted to hospital where he was admitted. Belmont Cove, Little Duns River not closed. UDC implemented tighter security, stated Samuda. An internal investigation has been launched into the situation at the Belmont Cove property, commonly called Little Duns River in Ochier, St. Anne. This is in the wake of recent reports that the facility, which should be operational on Sundays only, was being operated every day and an entry fee charged. The property is managed by the Urban Development Corporation UDC. Environment Minister Matty Samuda, who is also a Member of Parliament for North East St. Anne, made the revelation in response to questions about monitoring of the property. Mr. Samuda also refuted claims by lobby group Jamaica Beach Birthright Environment Movement that the UDC closed down the attraction. He said the facility remains open to the public, adding that, following reports of it being taken over by extortionists, the UDC implemented tighter security measures.
I can't speak for UDC, who has control of the property, but they have launched their own internal investigation and have said publicly that they will update when complete. The beach is not closed. The beach was never opened in the week legally. What you've seen time and time again in and around Northeast St. Anne and certainly in the rest of the country, when you have free beaches, there's oftentimes criminal attempts to capture the beach and to extort those who wish to go and use it for free. You'll recall that in 2022, there was a murder at Little Duns River over extortion rights. And that is why the beach was closed in the first place. UDC reopened it, saying they were able to provide security and access and lifeguards and all that is required on the weekend, because it requires oversight to make sure that people are safe when they're using the facility. That was interrupted by unscrupulous persons seeking to charge those in the week, and we understand possibly also on the weekend on occasion to use the beach. We are putting in new security protocols to make sure that what intended is what happens. The beach is a free beach. It is a beautiful spot, and it is the entitlement of all of those in St. Ann and everywhere else who wish to use it to do so free, unhindered, and we're putting in the necessary steps to make sure that that is the case.
Elderly farmer pleads for help to rebuild home destroyed by heavy rains. Woody Campbell from Castleton St. Mary is living in a precarious condition. Just over a week ago, heavy rains and winds from a freak storm uprooted a guinea tree that landed on his 4-bedroom house, completely destroying 2 rooms and causing significant damage to the remaining 2. The other 2 rooms, them are wreck up. Me a cook in a one, but it lean too. It can't turn over at any time, and the one when me in a, it just catch up. It's not nice, neither because it wreck up, he stated. Ongoing rains have made his living condition even more deplorable, and the 78-year-old farmer is desperate for help to rebuild. Me catch up in a hit, in a presence, and me hoping that God might help me, that it not turn over before me can fix it up again just a little bit to make the place a little better, he told reporters. Luckily, Campbell wasn't home during the thunderstorm that destroyed his home of 20 years, but he said the realization of the ruin was no less frightening. Me feel it, man, me really feel it, because it's shocking, he said. It's the Lord who is keeping me up, because if you put it on my brain, probably it'll go cause me to go down, he stated. He told reporters that he received a pension of $12,000 every 2 months, which is just enough to help him afford basic necessities. He said he lives in the house with his common-law wife, Demila Pusey, and has 2 granddaughters, but lamented that they are not in a financial position to help him. Campbell said he has received promises of assistance from his local church as well as from St. Mary's Southeastern Member of Parliament, MP Christopher Brown, but so far none has been forthcoming. Me thinking about it and considering a way how me could help myself to come up back. Me say me go and pick up the piece and the board them where broke up and tack it back up with the liquor room. But me not have no 2x4 because the one where them did in the building, them rotten out. Me can't use that, he stated. Brown told reporters, however, that it was residents from the community who made him aware of Campbell's situation and that he is currently trying to rally assistance on his behalf. It was sad to have heard of the incident with Mr. Campbell, the MP noted. It is a very difficult situation that he is in, and I'm seeking to utilize all efforts at this time based on the resources that can be organized and mobilized through the various agencies of the government to see what assistance can be brought to support him, he noted. Hopefully, in a short period of time, we'll be able to provide some assistance through those agencies and based on the allocation that I have as MP. A trough across Jamaica on October 3rd pelted the island with heavy rainfall. The unstable weather continued for days, with the Meteorological Service of Jamaica up to Sunday issuing a flash flood warning for low-lying and flood-prone areas of several parishes. The warning remains in effect until yesterday morning. A flash flood watch means that flash flood is possible, and residents in vulnerable areas are advised to take precautionary measures, stay in tune through official updates, and be prepared to act quickly if flooding is observed or if a flash flood warning is issued. According to the Met Service, a trough currently across the Western Caribbean is expected to linger over the region throughout Tuesday, bringing periods of showers and thunderstorms. Heavy at times, along with strong gusty winds across most parishes, particularly in southern and northwestern areas. 2 policemen charged for allegedly beating man with service gun in Trelawney. 2 policemen have been charged for allegedly using their service weapons to beat a man in racecourse in Falmouth, Trelawney. Constables Daniel Osborne and Craig Chang appeared before the Trelawney Parish Court at Duncan's on the summons on Monday, charged with assault occasioning actual bodily harm. They were bound over for trial in January 2026. The Independent Commission of Investigations INDECOM says the incident occurred on March 7, 2024. INDECOM states that following an investigation, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution ruled that the policeman should be charged with assault occasioning actual bodily harm. According to the agency, the complainant reported that he received injuries from strike with the officer's gun to his head, back, and hands. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.